And we are back. Sorry, yes, welcome back to Rock Movie Reviews. In our worst films of the decade, we talked about that we were going to be doing our best films of the decade, and that is this video. So this is going to be a little bit more straight and to the point.
Yep.
We're going to talk about statistics about each of these movies.
It's going to be full of love and enthusiasm.
It's going to be full of love and enthusiasm, yep. We're not going to lose our absolute minds talking about these movies. We're going to be very professional and just calm and relaxed. So if you want to see us lose our minds, then go and watch our worst films of the decade. So with that being said,
and sadly this decade has come to an end. But there's one thing I would like to share. Out of all the movies I picked, they have a total of 59 Oscar nominations. Wow, 22 wins. Yep. And a combined box office gross of $7.314 billion at the global box office.
Wow. Okay.
And when you see the movies I have listed, I'm not crazy.
Yeah, we don't think you're crazy. I don't think. Do you think he's crazy? And then mine, since I don't have these numbers memorized, you're going to tell me.
Yours have a total of 14 nominations, 3 wins, and $2.471 billion.
Wow, that's a lot less than what you said.
It's honestly scary, that gap.
Yeah, that gap is quite large. Well, whatever. I mean, it's still. I mean, that's a lot of nominations. That's a lot of wins total, especially for you.
Yeah.
So
with one of mine getting Oscar snubbed.
I'm sure, and some of mine got Oscar snubbed as well. So we've got we've got that in common. I think we've done our prerequisites. I think you're going to start off with your best film of 2010.
Yep.
And you have the floor.
Alrighty. So, just when you thought you've seen it all with cinema and a film, when you see Inception, you will not be saying that ever again.
Already. I think I found a way home. And this last job, that's how I get there. Dreams feel real while we're in them. It's only when we wake up that we realize something was actually strange.
This was your responsibility! We are not prepared for this!
Dream's collapsing. I have it under control. I'd hate to see out of control.
You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
We both absolutely love this film. Keep going.
Yep. So Inception is about a man named Dominic Cobb, who is also a thief, and he gathers up a group of intellectuals to try and steal a form of dream-sharing technology to plant an idea inside a CEO's mind in order to gain redemption.
Yep. It sounds just as awesome as it is, and I love this movie. It's one of my favorite sci-fi films of all time, still.
I mean, there are many great aspects to this film. This got a multi-talented cast. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio, hello.
Yeah.
Very great visuals.
Mind-blowing. No pun intended.
Like, above-average writing when it comes to action movies. And it has some great music.
It does, yeah. There's really, I don't think there's any weak points when it comes to this movie. I think everything worked, it delivered.
Yeah, but there's one part about this movie that stands out from all the others on my list.
Right.
It's an origin film. It is an origin beyond any means of the word.
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind, there are still movies out there that involve the dream sequence.
Yeah.
Not Nightmare on Elm Street. We're not talking about that again.
Yeah. Oh, you meant original. Like, it's an original movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Inception takes dreams and brings it to the next level.
Yes, it does.
And it really describes that anything could happen in a dream, especially when it comes to dream sharing technology.
And a film with that bonkers of a premise and whatever, the fact that it works so well and how well it works is just incredible. I love watching this movie whenever it's on TV or whatever. It's just, it is so engrossing, so interesting, so fascinating, so exciting. It's everything you want from a movie and from a sci-fi movie, and it's my favorite Christopher Nolan film to date.
Hey, I remember seeing this in theaters, and it's probably one of my favorite theater experiences I've ever seen.
I wish I had seen it in theaters.
I don't think I would change anything about this movie.
Yeah.
And for me, the highlight of this film, probably that zero gravity fight
in
with
the hallway?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yep.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, there's so many standout moments from this movie, but that one in particular, that is just speechless.
Yeah.
Like, it just leaves you speechless. Yeah, Inception. I love it. We love it so much. If you haven't, on the off chance you haven't seen Inception, go watch it. Oh my God, go watch it. People who say it's confusing, it's not a confusing film.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people were confused when this came out. It's pretty straightforward, and it is incredible.
Alrighty.
All right.
Now we're on to your pick
Yes,
for 2010.
my best film, my most favorite film of 2010 is the best video game movie that isn't technically based on a video game, it's based on a comic book, and that is Edgar Wright's Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
So what you're saying is we are dating?
I guess.
Does that mean we can make out?
Sure.
Scott Pilgrim!
Prepare to feel the wrath of the League of Evil Exes.
Ramona dated twins.
At the same time?
If you want something bad, you have to fight for it. Step up your game, Scott.
Combo.
Break out the L word.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
What are you doing?
Getting a life.
You want to fight me for her? Why on earth would you want to do that?
Because I'm in love with her.
Scott Pilgrim versus the world.
Maybe next time we don't date the girl with 11 evil ex-boyfriends.
7.
Oh, that's not that bad.
I love this movie so much. Its visuals are insane. Its characters are memorable. The dialogue is fantastic. Yeah. The fights and the action is so exciting and different and visually stunning. I love this movie so much. It's still my favorite Edgar Wright movie to date. And I remember when I first saw this, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Yeah. And that's the mark of a great film. And I'm glad that this has become a cult classic since it came out, because it didn't do particularly well.
I mean, I personally did enjoy it. Like, for me, it's not the best, but I could actually have a lot of fun with this film.
Yeah, it is a absolute blast, and it's so different and risk-taking compared to a lot of other games based on video games. You know, it's based on a comic book. The video game based on it actually came out after the fact, so you can't really call it a video game movie, even though it feels absolutely like a throwback, like arcade retro video game. Yeah. And it's so friggin' cool, and I will watch this movie over and over again, and I'll never get tired of it, you know? Nope. It's not one that its rewatchability is nuts.
Oh, yeah.
So, Inception for you. Scott Pilgrim for me.
Is there a favorite part of Scott Pilgrim that you like?
Oh God, there's similar to Inception. There's so many standout moments. I'd probably say my favorite moment in Scott Pilgrim is all the fights are incredible, but I got to say probably the finale and the final fight with Gideon Graves, and then it gets rewound, and it happens again in a different way. I think the finale of this movie is probably my favorite aspect.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. So, 2010, Inception for him, Scott Pilgrim versus the World for me. 2 films we absolutely
starting out
recommend.
strong.
Starting out very strong, and we're probably only going to get stronger. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's 2010, and we will see you guys in our best films for 2011 coming up.